Hey, what's up everyone? Back with another video for you here today. Today's deck that I have is a Francesca deck. So obviously with Francesca's ability, whenever you play a special card, remove one counter, counter 3. When counter reaches 0, spawn and play a Doom copy of the last special card you played. So basically what we're aiming to do with Francesca is preferably go for a double heatwave or double Neuromancy. If we can't achieve that, we can also use her to get an extra waylay out of her. Waylay being this card here, so we can play with scenario, let her play an extra waylay for us. That's a nice backup too. But to take you guys through this deck, it's Deadeye Ambush. So we're basically spawning Elven Deadeyes in a row of our choice. We've got three choices to do that. 3 counts, charges, whatever you'd like to call it. I've got the Crystal Skull here. The reason being I got Crystal Skull is to use on the Elven Swordmaster. So basically in the first round when we play this deck, we're going to put the Swordmaster down on the field, play it in the melee row. Naturally it's got a cooldown of 2, but whenever we play an elf, it's going to decrease cooldown by 1, meaning that we can use it each turn. So basically it's a nice engine piece for us. We usually like to play this first, if that's how the hand's looking, and then play our other elf cards afterwards to get the most value out of this. But before playing that card, I've got the Vanguards in this deck. These are cards you don't really see used too often, but they are quite similar to say the Halflings, the Safecracker units from Syndicate. Which boost by the amount of crime cards the person has in their hand. Well, look at this card like that. This is going to boost itself by 1 for each elf in your hand. So basically, when we're playing this, make sure these cards are for the first round to be played. They can get us some excellent value, and we want to make sure our hand is full of elf units. Basically, when we're going to play this, it's pretty common to get like 8-point slam on this, 10-point slam. You can pull it out pretty consistently, so it's a nice way for us to have some points, to kind of contest our opponent, to not get too far ahead, right? So yeah, you want to play the Vanguards in the first, followed by the Swordmasters, and then we've got all our other kind of bronze elf units here that you can play subsequently as well. In this deck, I've got 2 rebukes just for a bit of removal, also to help synergize with Francesca if we need a special card to help her activate her ability. So we also have a unit which locks. This card here, lock a unit and move it to the other row. So just remember guys, if a unit is veiled, and say it's a unit which is locked to a certain row, whether it be a unit locked to a ranged row ability, unit locked to a melee row ability, even though it has veil, this is a movement card as well, so keep that in mind. So if you're playing Scoiatael, Scoiatael is a melee row card, you can use this to move Scoiatael. Don't just look at the lock ability, look at its movement ability too. This card just makes sense to add in a deck like this. Damage an enemy unit by the number of elf units in this row. Our deck here is about swarming. We're going to have a lot of swarming capabilities going on in this deck, so this adds for some nice removal. Best played with our scenario card. As I explained, basically we want to win round 1 with this deck, pass the second, go for a long round 3. If it is the case that we get bled into round 2 and we have to commit scenario, it's probably not best for us. We'll probably lose with this deck. It's more of an all in or nothing, all or nothing kind of deck. Look at it like that. Push to win round 1, pass second, go for a long round 3. That's my recommendation to you guys. So yeah, at some stage when we've got all our Elven Deadeyes spawned, you can play this. It's going to play for some pretty good value. We've got Serpent Trap in here just for a bit of removal, let's say. Isengram, these cards are pretty common to add in these kinds of decks. Once again, it's going to add for a lot of good value. We're going to play this pretty much at the end of the match. Once we've got all our elf units on the board, boost them all by 1. This card will come out when we have 5 or more allied elf units. Keep that in mind. It can be a bit sneaky against your opponent. They may not expect that. So as you play on in the first round and you're getting more units on the board, just keep in mind this one's going to come out eventually. Make sure you have enough room on the melee row. Don't stack too hard on the melee row because this needs room to come out, even when you're playing scenario. Yeah, so I've decided to add this card in too. So basically, what we're aiming to do with this deck is play like, you know, a very big Vernossiel, right? And the way we're going to do that is we're going to get waylay with this card, because it's going to move 2 cards from your hand to the bottom of your deck, add waylay to your hand for each card moved that way. So this is going to give us waylay card in our hand, and it's going to allow us to spawn extra Elven Deadeyes according to its ability. So basically, you know, we're going to have all these Elven Deadeyes, this card here, all over the board, and at the end we can set up for a huge Vernossiel on the melee row. You know, each one of them will do 2 damage to our opponent's side of the board. Hopefully we can go for some board wipeouts playing it that way. So yeah, this is nice to play in combination with our scenario as an activator, because if we play waylay with this card, it's got the ability whenever you play waylay, spawn an Elven Deadeye on this row, so we'll get extra value out of having this on the board. So yeah, Francesca, obviously a card for the final round as well. You know, it can be the case that say we have waylay and we use that from scenario when she's down on the board, that could activate her counter once. And if you've got a Neuromancy in your hand and play it, that's a second activator. But then you could a Nero, say, into heatwave if that's in your deck, and that will count for 2. You can play it that way too. You don't necessarily have to have the special cards in your hand, so keep that in mind. And that will give us like a double heatwave, or, you know, as I said, we can go double a Nero, can even go double rebuke, double waylay, whatever we can pull off at that time. And yep, we have Vernossiel. You know, you can play her in the ranged row, but ultimately we're looking to play her in the melee row just to do, you know, an extreme amount of damage. Yeah, and keep Feign Death, as I said, for the 3rd round. We just want to go for a long 3rd round with Feign Death. If our hand is very good, say we've won the 1st round and our hand is very good, in a short 2nd round, we can go for the finish if we have this as well, because we can generate a lot of points in a short space with Feign Death with the right cards. So, all in all, that's pretty much the deck, guys. Got a number of bronze units at the bottom here. Purify as well, comes in handy against Nilfgaard. I hope you're going to enjoy this deck. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Thank you for the support as always, and hope to catch up with you guys soon. So we want to have a hand full of elf units, guys. Keep that in mind. Ursine Ritual reversing here. Interesting they have this stratagem. Probably for Serace, maybe? I'm not sure.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
So let's play our Vanguards first. Pretty good value. 5 provision for 9 points is really good. Play the next one. Play our engine pieces. There's Serace.
Give them no rest, no reprieve.
I was hoping the same.
We'll probably play Swordmaster next, followed by the Commando, and then the rest of the units that we have.
May your sword and arm be one.
He's probably spawning more of these for later.
All together!
It's not the strongest play.
Can we go back inside now?
Perhaps we kill that. Deny them that value.
Resistance. No such thing.
Nice. Probably hit that with rebuke as well. Just deny them some value there. Let's go, come on. Let's win this first round. We want to win the first round against these guys.
We dance. For young
Swordmaster works for us. Let's play it now.
Swords I smile
And we're going to get our card come out of
weapons
deck now
laugh
too.
to scorn. We will
Beautiful.
take back what was stolen.
Let's win the first. Long round 3, baby. Let's go. Doesn't matter. We good. We good. We got it. Gotta do this. Lovely. Come on. Pass. You know you want to pass. Yes, 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 yes. Remember to use the order ability on this card first before you play an elf. It works better with the cooldown that way. Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you beat first sign rituals arrays in the first round. Use engines against them because we keep getting stronger as the round goes on. But they're very good in short spaces. Beautiful. Serpent Trap here. I'm not sure if we keep Serpent Trap here. I may pass on this occasion. So their deck wants to 2-0 us if they're playing, you know, strictly Soraeus kind of a deck. So let's just go for the long round 3. I think we beat them in that sense. So for Francesca, we've got one activator for her counter, being Waylay, and then we can use a Nero to get into Heatwave. Not sure if Purify is necessary here. I'm not really sure what kind of deck they're playing. They're playing a bit odd. So we've got some really nice Waylay targets. Just trying to think how we're going to play this out.
Let us. Don't dare think you can escape.
We'll probably use Francesca to get an extra waylay, I think. Because we have the right targets on the board for it. If we're playing according to what our opponent is showing us here, waylays looks like it's the way to go, doesn't it? I mean, look at that. We've got easy waylays. So what we'll put back is this and this. We'll play Francesca next. Then we are Nero into Vanadain is his name? Vanadain? Right. Yeah, so we have to follow that order of sequencing in order to activate her counter of 3.
My folk have suffered much.
Does he have Curse of Corruption in hand? What's he got? He's gonna try to kill it.
Need a hand? Just chop one off.
Okay, right.
Gaither, Dwan will not be heard.
I'm just keeping the lock if I can perhaps move something. I don't know, maybe I should have flicked lock there.
I'll cleave you in two.
Okay, let's get our waylay value, guys.
Time for you to die.
Very nice, very nice. Just like that, we start climbing back. Okay, so good we kept lock. Let's use that now. There he goes for it. Right. We should probably lock that now,
Your vision will guide us.
in case he wants to do something with it. Come on, give us an extra waylay target. Yes, good, good. So we're going to go double waylay now. We're going to activate the counter of Francesca. Let's do it, guys.
No rest, no reprieve.
Very nice. Good strategy there that they did. Okay, so check it out, guys. This is the final counter of Francesca. We're going to activate it. It's going to give us an extra waylay. Nice, nice. This is going to be a freaking huge Vernossiel, guys. Let's do it. Let's go. What's his last card? That's pretty interesting. Alright, let's see what we got, guys. Vernossiel incoming. Oh, yes. Charge.
The forests are not yours.
Yes! Yes! got that. Oh, we got that. We got that. Nice, by 2 points. Oh, far out. That's beautiful, guys. Well, really happy I could show you how Francesca works. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that match. There's Nilfgaard Imprisonment. It's all I've been running into lately. Alright, so we want to set up for a big Vanguard. Remember that, guys. Want to keep as many elf units in hand as possible in the first when playing the Vanguards. So good thing is we have Purify in hand. If he wants to poison this, we can work around that. We don't have Swordmaster. That's nice to have in the first round too. But we do have our other engine piece, the Commando. Blightmaker. It's pretty much become such a common package in Nilfgaard decks, but it's a good package to have. Smart inclusion in any Nilfgaard deck, I think. Makes sense to me.
Glad you fought, one. You stand no chance.
See, if we had another Vanguard, we might be able to catch up to them even. I guess that's worth purifying to put the pressure on them, right?
For your best!
Not bad, not bad. So remember, 5 elf units on the board. We get our thinning card out. This one here. From your deck to the melee row. I'm row stacking on the melee row, as you can see, out of habit, because I play Yaven in the first round too. But it's not necessary. In case you're wondering why I'm doing that, I can even play ranged now. It's okay. Nice. That's what we want. We want to get some things out of them. Maybe we can play one more card.
You're dead already.
Probably pass next. Depends. I think they're going to get too far ahead here. Oh, wow. Okay. We can just go and take it then. We're going to get our elf unit out now. Let's go like this. I'll go for a long round 3.
We shall drive the ape men into the sea.
Let's do that. I don't really want to commit leader. Hopefully we get our right cards now for the long round 3. There we go. Feign death guaranteed. That's what we want. Not bad. Yes, good, good, good. So we pass here, and we go for our long round 3, guys. At least we got one leader charge out of them. We can heatwave Masquerade Ball if we see that. Not sure what kind of imprisonment deck this is. Oh, they're using a Neuromancy. I think that's a bit different, isn't it? Usually Usually they play Roderick to get their gold cards out, and then play Nero. So we'll see what kind of a deck we're versing really. I'm not sure if we're looking to go tall units. You know, they got removals. Probably just keep the damaged ability ones. So what are we looking for really? Looking for Francesca, and we're looking for this. So perhaps we put one away. Serpent. We could just go for a big Vernossiel here. Yeah. I think we'll go about it like that.
My, the Van Moorlands, they truly spoil us.
So we can play our dude over here, put 2 of the cards in our hand away, and get waylays. Just go for a big Vernossiel, big damage on our opponent's side of the board. Probably it's better that way. Just we didn't get the timing right with Francesca.
Take him to the woods and release the hounds.
Please wait, Your Excellency.
Nice. So they use the Neuromancy. We know they have a special card in hand. What we do is we leave this on the board and let it destroy Braithens probably. I think that's a good thing to do. I think we may play Faint Death ranged row. Clogging up our board a bit.
Push on! No mercy!
Cantarella. Well, what are they going to get?
I shall be your eyes, my lord.
Does nothing for them.
You ask.
This will not boost because they don't have only elf units. So this remains 3 powered, so that's actually really good for us result. I wanted to play Faint Death ranged row. I'm bearing Yavin in mind. I don't know how this row positioning is going to work, guys. All these spies are clogging our board a bit. They know that we swarm, so that works for them. So obviously the commando is not going to boost for us too because we got spies as well. We don't have only elf units, but when we play Vernossiel, that commando can start boosting. It has that condition. Braithens dice here pretty nicely for us, by the looks of it. Beautiful. Braithens dies, guys. 13-point kill with Serpent Trap. Wow. Fantastic. That was a really good kill. Right.
May your sword and arm be one.
This will get answered now, probably locked by leader. So we need to keep room on the melee row for Vernossiel. We have to keep that in mind.
Beaters, forward! Let the hunt begin.
Just thinking how to play this. I said I was going to go for this. So if I play that, what are we going to put back then? Put back lock?
Haven't got all day.
The Scoiatael must the woods abandon. Join us instead and defend the valley.
Time for you to die, dwarf!
Could probably lock that, hey. Wonder where this guy's removals are. We haven't seen any poisons. So whenever we play Waylay, he's just going to be spawning a Deadeye regardless if we death blow something or not. Oh, perfect Waylay target, guys. Beautiful.
You'll give your lives for the Empire if needed, with no hesitation.
That's fine. You know, we could even kill Usurper. Could kill Usurper and completely flip it around on them. Really get some big value here. One, two, three, four. Yeah, board's getting very swarmed. Very swarmed too, though.
Elren has shown us the way.
I have to have a look, guys. So they got the spies, you know, this has made it awkward for us. Play some removal, come on. Clear up our board, man. Good, good. He wants his Usurper. Yep. Alright, that's our nice Waylay target though. Wow, here we go, here we go. Vernossiel incoming. Let's do it. Big Vernossiel incoming. Wow. Our board's getting clogged.
Barbarians all.
Okay, come on, free up some space. Yes, yes, yes. Nice.
Time to die. I'll do so sword in hand.
We were not the ones to start this war.
Play Vernossiel next. Yeah, it's gotta be Vernossiel next.
Enough. Let us finish this.
We don't want to risk. Right. Yep, so it's got to be Vernossiel here, guys.
My heart holds no forgiveness of traitors.
Nice, come on, clear up the board for us, buddy. Come on, buddy. Clear it up for us. Let's go. Beautiful. Fantastic win. Didn't even use our remaining leader charges. Hell yeah. Hell yes. Very good. So they're going to have a lot of control options. So we want to keep as many elf units in our hand to begin with, as I said, to set up for the huge vanguards. So we've got them both here. That's not the best for us. Okay, so we'll start off with the Vanguard. Look at that, guys, 11-point Vanguard. Now the thing is, if they're running poisons, that's not the best for us, yeah? Because we don't have a Purifier in hand right now. So I guess we better get our... well, actually, we're going to play the next Vanguard to get the most value out of it. Then we're going to play our engine pieces.
I was here, safe.
Blightmaker, place for a lot of good points.
No good wine will come from you, not even
Nice. Okay, now we can play our engine.
Glad fort one. You stand no chance.
Let's do that. Right. We'll play our other one too. We can set up for Yavin. See, this would have been nice now, but we bricked it, unfortunately. Really trying to push to win the first round here, guys. We do not want them to bleed us, really. Then again, it's Nilfgaard. It's going to be sketchy versing them over a long round 3. Perhaps if our hand is good, we can push in the second. Wow, a lot of points, man, hey. Wow. Maybe we play this now.
We were not the ones to start this war.
Nice, so we managed to win the first, guys. That is good for us. We want round control against Nilfgaard. We don't want to give them that with all their control options. But we'll have to see our hand that we draw now. Good thing that we kept this in a way too. Yeah, so obviously we're not going for round 2 with a hand like this. We're missing Feign Death, these 2 cards. I think it's safest to pass here. Poison's great. Well, we do have our Purify unit. If we see it, we'll keep it.
Hazardous to your health.
Better that we played our boosting units in the first. We don't want to go too tall in the final round. You know, they'll just be looking to take them out with all their removals. So that's an advantage. We got lower powered units that swarm. Guess Serpent Trap. Maybe it's good to keep. Come on, man, we've got to draw Feign Death. Come on, dude. Come on now. Oh my goodness, guys, we didn't draw it. Oh, we didn't draw a lot of good cards. Didn't even get a Nero this match. Alright. Let's see how we go. They've thinned down their deck quite well with Blightmaker, haven't they? Look at that. Great. Cool.
Oh dear. Have I something in my tea?
Let's play unitless on them. Try to mess with their strategy. Maybe we can play kind of slow to work around things, you know? Usurper. Nice. So pretty much our cards are going to get answered immediately here. Like, this unit has the order ability, he's got Imprisonment, he can just lock it right away.
Your humble servant.
May your sword and arm be one.
The Vernossiel detest intruders.
We can purify that.
I'm so tired.
Probably go for the lock on this next. Nice, hopefully he hits that.
The fire.
Ah, come on, dude. let's go. Let's go like that. Let's get his Braithens with Serpent Trap. Another lock. Oh jeez.
Beaters, forward! Let the hunt begin.
So it doesn't really matter what row we're playing our units at this stage, I don't think. We will have our 5-power unit come out soon though.
Humans are not to be trusted.
Would have been nice if we had some row damage out back there. Pretty good row stacking going on. So we've got 4 units on the board, 1 more, and then our thinning card comes out of our deck. Nice, this should hopefully get us Braithens killed.
Push on! No
Maybe not.
mercy!
Eyes closed, mouth
Purifies it.
Your bet will offend us, Dwan.
We don't want to hit Braithens.
We will take back what was stolen.
That's unfortunate they hit Braithens. Damaging something that we're hoping Serpent Trap's going to kill. Not optimal. He's probably holding off around Serpent Trap, eh? There we go. Nice. Nice, we got them good there. Should we play here?
I never miss.
So as I said, that's the good thing with our deck. Our units are low powered, we're not going very tall in the final round anyway. So, you know, their tall removals don't really count for much.
Enough! Let us finish this.
An ill wind blows.
So in this case, because, we didn't manage to swarm with Feign Death, we didn't draw it, we didn't get our waylays going, we're just going to play a Vernossiel in the ranged row. And then finish up with Isengrim.
Aim for Between the eyes, leave none alive.
So we've got leader, we've got Isengrim to finish. Still good amount of points. Wonder what they got last. Coop. Right, that's smart of them. Yep, Coop.
I shall flog them into submission.
Wow, it gets nothing. No more units left in their deck. So, yep, let's finish up.
Accursed racists. Elren has shown us the way.
Wow, guys, I'm honestly surprised we won that. Oh my gosh. Guys, are you serious? We won that by 2 points? Long round 3, no feigned death, no Francesca. Honestly surprised, but anyway, you could imagine the performance if we had feigned death and our other good cards on top of it. So, I mean, the deck, it's a pretty good performance, right, against Nilfgaard, a control deck, and we done that, so not bad for us at all.